Oh, oh, بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Oh, what are we doing? Wait. Oh, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Ah, damn it. Refresh, my people. Refresh. You'll see part 3. Refresh. Ah, bitch. But when I put it at the bitrate y'all want, you give me bullshit. Fine. We'll go back to a 2500. I put it at 2500 and you said it wasn't getting enough. Ugh. Ya Allah. I don't know what they want, man. Oh, alhamdulillah. CJ Stevenson. I didn't even see you. Maybe I didn't get to your name if you was in the previous debacles. We're on part 3 now. I'm over it. Good to see you. Man. I wish I could meet you, CJ, or see you or hear you. You've been with me for years. Like, that's one of the most frustrating things about this, you know, as you've heard me say over the years. Because, you know, it's I'm someone who's connected to people. I really am. And, you know, like your face, your name has been around for years, but I never get to feel your humanity, you know? Not just you, there's so many others. Everybody, quite frankly. Um, that's why the people that I get to speak to on the phone or we've Skyped or things like that is so, I wish, I need to video that. The next time I talk to somebody for the first time, I need to remember to film myself. You'll see, I'm just, my face hurts. I'm just so grinning because that's when you all come to life for me. You see me, I'm a very animated person. You see me, you hear me, all that. But I don't get a chance to feel y'all, you know? Just to feel you. It's so frustrating with this, you know? But then I started doing StreamYard because people can take the link, turn on their camera, and come in live while I'm live. They can come in and have their say, or just say what's up. And I can't get my people to do that. Like, damn, like y'all just denying me at every turn, dude. Like, I give so much of myself. I do because I care. But it's good to see you, CJ. I mean that. Yeah, I'm just going to give everybody a few minutes to get back because we were really rolling. I don't know what the count was. I didn't look. Or even how long we've been on every time we've gotten shut down now. But I got a lot to bring today, and I'm going to do that, you know. I see my people coming back now. I see you, Black Beauty. I see you, Son. Oh, thank you, Son. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are personally going to build this mosque. Me and you. Damn it. And there are others that I have to give their credit to, you know. I'm deeply grateful. I'm a man of my word, and one of the things that you know, it's kind of like Superman has kryptonite. That's like, it's Superman, but if you get some kryptonite, it's kind of over for him, you know. My word is my kryptonite. You know, me and Joseph were talking about this earlier on the phone, because there was a couple of days that he texted me, and or he called me, and I just texted him back saying, I'll call you later, and I didn't. And why we spoke about it today was because it's so uncharacteristic of me to not do what I say I'm going to do. Because I always take a beat, but my brain moves very quickly. So when I give my word, I know I can do that already. I already seen it. I saw it already. I can do it. Okay, I'll do that. I commit, you know. And to that end, when I gave my word to this imam, which any of you guys, if you go to the GoFundMe page, you'll see the video that I produced just for you. I should just be able to come and say to my people here, I need this, can you guys help? But respect is given in order to be received. So out of respect, I produced this video. I mention it now because the imam is in the video. I did a whole interview of him. I gave my word, man. And that would be enough for me. But I just went to Gambia. This is my first exposure, and them being exposed to me. I gave my word. I'm not bound to not keep it. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression, everybody. Don't. That's why I never repeat. That's why I always tell you, there's many thousands of hours of video. For all the many millions of hours of video that I did, especially on my big channel, it's 23,000 subscribers. There are many hundreds of thousands of hours that you never saw. Because I start the video, a recorded video, and then I get to the end and I realize it wasn't recording. Then I'm not doing a video. I can't even speak on that now. Because the natural instinct is to try to say what you just said. I don't do that. I don't like living like that. I live my life the way it has always worked for me. Directly from right here. Right here. Right here. That's the most authentic spirit of a human being. You know? No matter how well intentioned, if they've rehearsed, it just went down a notch. They still mean it, and it's all fine, but it lost its virginity in the truest sense. You know, it lost its purity. It lost. It just lost it. You know, over many days and weeks now, I've been interesting myself in watching birth videos. Let me turn the air off. I've been watching birth videos, particularly cesarean section videos. I'm just going to fill in, you guys. Give maybe a few more minutes for people to get back. You know, they haven't realized they need to refresh the channel, go out of the channel, come back and refresh. I'll need to say that when they get back, so that if we get glitched again, anyways. But particularly cesarean section videos. And I am obsessed with the woman. You know, I try to say this to brothers all the time. If you really, even if you don't understand, if you just contemplate, you get understanding on anything. If you don't understand something, just sit and contemplate it. Just sit and contemplate it. Because wisdom comes in silence. So you got to shut up and stop looking and reading and talking. Just silence. Wisdom comes in silence. So I always tell brothers, you know, if you just contemplate the majesty that it is, because I'm a human being, that's fine. But a woman can, like, a whole life comes out of you. Like, that's so profound to me. I'm obsessed with that. you know, like, it's one thing to watch animal videos and, oh, they have puppies, oh, it's having kittens. That's still a beautiful thing. It's still majestic and all that. It really is something. But I mention it because when I talk about the purity being lost on something, you know, uh, when a baby comes out of the vaginal canal, I feel different watching it than when I see a cesarean section. And something else I learned, that's why I always tell you, revisit knowledge, because even though you think you've learned something and you got that whole subject, you got it, I'm done, I learned that, it's nothing. Go back. It's like going back to an old photo that you took, or a video or something. Go away from it for a while. Then come back and see it anew, and it will yield something else to you. And so this is what was yielded, you know, in addition to the invasion that a cesarean section is. I watched one because this particular day I just was like, I want to watch different doctors, because I learned also there's different techniques. So women need to understand, just because they tell you cesarean section, all cesarean sections are not the same. They are not. And there's different techniques. And this particular one, they were putting up on the screen, they said, first layer of skin. As a Muslim, that if I'm a student of the one who created me, one of the many things that our Maker has taught me and shown me is his consistency. And I know that the number 7 is very significant. I don't have all the answers yet, but I'm getting them. So as soon as they put that up on the screen in the corner, you know, the first layer of skin, I just thought, if there's 7 layers of skin, I'm stopping this video. I'm stopping it. I'm stopping it. And sure enough, the 7th layer was the final layer that they cut down to get to baby. You know, when we prostrate for prayer, Allah says 7 bones must touch the ground when you prostrate. 7 bones. At Ramadan, when we're fasting, Allah says to us that the 7 doors of hell have been chained so that the shaitan cannot tempt you, you know, the 7. Then we read of the 7 heavens that Allah describes, the 7 heavens, you know, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he made his night journey, and as the angels took him up through each heaven, the 7 heavens, you know. So these 7 heavens, the 7 layers of skin before they reached the baby was just profound for me. But it's different when the baby comes through the vaginal canal and when they come out via C-section. The divinity, a notch of the divinity is lost. Because anytime, I always tell you, anytime man touches anything that Allah creates, you just ruined it. You ruined it. It's ruined. It's ruined. Throw it out. It's ruined. It's ruined. It's ruined. That's it. We can't. It's ruined. It's ruined. It's kind of like when I was reading The Making of Superman, because we lived in Arkansas when that movie came out. I'll say this and I'm going to continue with our topic, everybody. But when I was so fascinated with that movie because, you know, all the ads were, you'll believe a man can fly, you'll believe a man can fly. And I believed a man could fly when they put that shit. I'm like, that shit, he's flying, that's it. Especially if you revisit the movie, you got to see the whole thing. This will give you your life. And then I want to make the point that I'm going to make about the movie. How you touch something, you ruined it. Just see the last scene of the movie when he brings Lex Luthor and his cohort into the prison yard. The warden comes out. And Superman goes, I think these gentlemen have a lot of confessing to do, warden, such. And take them away. They take them away. And then this warden goes, this country is safe again, Superman. Thanks to you. Then it cuts Superman. No, don't thank me, Warden. And he's slowly rising majestically. We're all on the same team. This is long fucking shot of him just like, there's no wires. How the fuck are they doing this? I believe it. You are flying. I can't. And then the John Williams soundtrack starts, and you just get your life, especially when you're just a young adolescent boy. You feel me? Anyways, I was reading the book, The Making of Superman. And, you know, anytime Marlon Brando did anything, he got a gazillion dollars for it. Like, it was Brando. And in the book, I read that during one of the critical takes of Marlon Brando, somebody on the set sneezed, and they were fired on the spot. Done. Because you just ruined it. Sneeze! A natural human function. Fired. Because they were taking a very critical take of Marlon Brando. So, it's like when you see a beautiful flower, you know, don't touch it. If you're not going to pick it, don't touch it. Stand downwind, you'll get the aroma. Don't stick your nose in it. I just know that from my life. You know, the moment you interfere with anything that God has done, you just ruined it, because there is no greater perfection or no level of attainment that will ever be reached by man on anything than what Allah can create. That's it. That's it. So the cesarean section, you just touched it. You just ruined it. Just ruined it. Because Allah has built the entire female frame for this baby to come out a very specific way. And you just, like, that doesn't matter now? Yeah. I was insulted as a man watching it. I'm over it. So we were on our clip, everybody, of this military spokesperson from the lying whores of Israel. And we were almost to the end of the clip. We want to pick up there. I have some more that I want to talk about with that. Shout out to you, Allison. If you didn't hear your shout out earlier, I don't know how much we were glitching at that point. Because I also want to get to this brother who, I felt it as a man. I just felt violated and disrespected and murderous. Well, I'm always at a point of murder. I really am. I'm very murderous. Because I know that all killing is not crime. You know, all killing is not crime. That's what's real. And anyways, I'll get to that when we get to that story. I'm so over it. Let me pull this clip back up now. What am I doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I also restarted my Wi-Fi thingy just in case. I mean, I'm doing by the way, if we glitch out again, everybody, I'm gonna come back and continue. Just go out of my channel, refresh, and come back to the Jedi channel. When you get there, it should just have the next me up there, but you just look for part 4, because this one's I put a part 3 in front of it that we're on right now. Just go out of the channel and come back. Just go out of the channel and come back.
Colonel Richard Hex, the international spokesperson for the...
Pause that.
Other communities, which I won't go into all the names because it's not that relevant.
Okay, let's bring you in. We're almost done with this clip.
Going on the ground.
So all the area surrounding.
Wait.
And 12 is saying that at least 50 being held in the Be'eri kibbutz. Hamas are claiming they have senior IDF officers who they've captured. Can you expand on how many hostages you believe are being held and how concerned you are about the hostages being held?
So as I said before, in multiple locations right now, we're engaging with terrorists that are entrenched already in some of our communities, and beyond that, it would be irresponsible on my behalf to go into the details because it's still ongoing. But Be'eri is one of the locations, correct? Kibbutz Be'eri.
Are there any other locations you'd be able to share with us? It is clearly it's important for people who are watching to understand where if their families are under attack or to understand what's going on the ground.
So all the area surrounding the Gaza Strip, is basically, as I said earlier on, is under attack. Jderot, Ofakim, Sufa, Nachal Oz, Zikim, names that are probably not that familiar to the British public, but all these communities are right now under attack, and we're slowly handling it.
And what about the West Bank? What's the situation there on the ground at the moment?
So we are very focused right now, also looking towards the north. I mean, we remember what happened in the last Ramadan, where there was also some factions, Palestinian factions that came in. It would be better for them not to do that. But we're ready also towards the north. And we're also looking at Judea and Samaria, making sure that things there stay under control. The IDF is basically prepared in all arenas.
I want to ask you about the wider situation because Hamas are saying that, and you were saying, Hamas have daily attacks and are constantly targeting Israel. They say that Israel, and particularly utilising the IDF and the police force, are constantly targeting Al-Aqsa. What is the situation as things stand today at Al-Aqsa, which is also, of course, a sacred site for Israelis too?
That's where we left off, because as I said to you, no American journalist would ever have asked that question. You don't ever do anything that shows any concern for the Palestinians. And by the way, I'm seeing to the right here, I think that I might be in the way, but I see over here to the right, 700 dead in Israel as it declares war. This is from an hour ago. Then that's from the BBC. Then there's another one. Well, that one's too long. It's 58 minutes. We're definitely not watching that. It's too much. We may see the report from the BBC. Might.
Jewish people.
So Al-Aqsa actually, during the last holiday, it was open for all worship. We are promoting freedom of worship for all religions. I wouldn't make that connectivity, although Sinwar and the people in Hamas always try and make that connectivity between the Gaza Strip and Jerusalem. When you look at what happened right now in the last window of holidays, Al-Aqsa was pretty calm. People came and worshipped, and it went by okay. Of course, Hamas want to try and manipulate and pull in the IDF based on what happens there on the mount. But when you look at what happened on the ground, it was pretty quiet.
That's a lie. It's another lie.
And finally, we've already seen airstrikes. The Palestinian Ministry of Health says that 198 people have been killed and 1,600 injured. Will there be more air incursions into Gaza in the coming hours?
We are planning a very severe response to this inhumane activity that happened this morning.
Oh, now it's inhumane.
Focusing mainly on Hamas.
Now it's inhumane. Now.
As targets. And again, where the IDF is composed and planning its future steps in Gaza. This is something that is very, very serious, and we're taking it very, very seriously.
Does that mean we're likely to see a ground invasion or incursion into Gaza as well?
That we're ready for all options. Our Prime Minister and the Cabinet will decide based on options the IDF presents to our leadership.
Does that mean you are now preparing your troops, though? I understand the decision is for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. We have been reporting
You see
here
how
on
thorough
Sky
she
News that
is? Like, that wasn't enough, nigga. But are you already prepared? Because even if that's going to be discussed, you would be gathering troops right now. So she's like, are you preparing your troops now?
has already met with the cabinet. Are your forces now preparing for a potential ground incursion in
potential ground incursion
retaliation into Gaza? You said all options are on the ground. It sounds like you're preparing.
I won't talk about the IDF's operational plan. We are planning for all options.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Colonel,
Okay,
for
that's
joining
it.
us here on Sky News. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fuck this dude.
An intelligence failure.
You know, it reminds me of a. Yeah, my switch though. Come on. It reminds me of a scene out of the Star Wars movie Return of the Jedi, when the commander comes in. No, the general. The general. Darth Vader's in his oxygen bullshit doing something. I don't know what he's doing. And he's letting Darth Vader know that they've just come out of light speed and that they've detected an energy field protecting an area of the Hoth system. Then Darth Vader says, you know, we've come out of light speed too close to the system. They're aware of our presence. But at the end of that, he goes, Admiral Oswald came out of light speed too close to the system. He's as clumsy as he is stupid. General, prepare your troops for a surface attack. Then he turns around to, so that would be this dude. Prepare them for a surface attack. Then he turns around to the screen and tells Admiral Oswald, you're dead. Fucking chokes him out with the Force. Okay. Then tells Captain Piet that you are in command now, Admiral Piet. Like, make ready to land our troops beyond their energy field and deploy the fleet so that nothing gets off the system. You are in command now, Admiral Piet. Like, went from captain to admiral like that. Like, the quickest promotion anybody's ever had. So this was that. Like, of course he would be preparing his troops for a ground invasion. But these people are surrounded by walls. What are you going to invade? You see? They've just been looking for a reason to just fucking... Every time they do shit, it's to murder off more and more and more and more and more Palestinians. Not to mention how they've been sterilizing the women. I mean, I pray for the Palestinians often, and part of you is like, why don't y'all just fucking leave? But nah, fuck that. So when stuff like this happens, I'm like, good. If this even happened, because this could all just be propaganda. Like, ooh, look, they attacked us. But again, we've not seen a single casualty. We've not seen a single building in rubble on the fucking Israeli side. Nothing that suggests, all we've seen is burnt out cars with broken windows. That's all we saw. I proved that. That's all we saw. That's it. Now, I think it would be helpful, because that is from a day ago, to find a short one. And we're just looking at what footage are they showing. Gaza, Israel war, deadly aftermath of Israeli airstrikes. Now, of course, I'm not even going to click on that because I know what I expect to see. They'll show the casualty of the Palestinians. Not the fucking Israelis, because they don't have any. Because when there's casualties, the media immediately wants to rush in and show that. You see? And when they don't, that's a problem. That's a problem. That is a problem. Let's see which one here. This is 3 hours ago. This is News Australia.
First at 7, there's been another...
Let's see. We're just looking for whatever background pictures they're going to show. That's real. Here's 140 minutes. Hundreds of airstrikes bring buildings crashing in Gaza. See, they'll show that. in Gaza. That's the Palestinian side. And we'll see rubble buildings and everything else. I want to see one fucking bleeding Israeli bitch. Bring you in.
First at 7, there's been another night of terror and deadly attacks in the Middle East as Israel vows to reduce Gaza.
In the Middle East, I told you there's no such thing as the Middle East, everybody. There's only Northeast Africa. No such thing as the Middle East. That is a white lie. Where's the Middle North? Where's the Middle South or the West? Where is it?
Gaza to ruins. Overnight, fighting has intensified in Israel as Gaza has concentrated devastating rocket strikes on border towns.
Now, that is, who do you see staying out there? Palestinians, not Israelis.
Last hour, it's been confirmed more than 700 Israelis have been
Where are they?
killed since Hamas launched its first attacks.
Where are
That
they?
number will continue to rise. Palestinian officials say more than 300 are dead in the Gaza Strip and almost 2,000 injured.
And back home, dozens of Palestinian supporters in Sydney have rallied as more horrors unfolded in Israel overnight.
That's the other thing too. So that you have Palestinian supporters rallying in Australia. The last, 5 years at least, I think I could safely say, there's been more of awakening, especially among more younger people. People begin to understand Israel really is some bullshit. It really is. The shine has been tarnished. People begin to understand Israel is some bullshit.
Running for their lives.
See that? They show you. You see Palestinians being bombed and running. You see shrapnel. You see buildings with rubble. We didn't see that for no fucking Israeli. Because hasn't shit happened to them.
As fighting rages on for a second day.
And look at all this shit that we see in the foreground. All this shit is Israeli shit. That's not Palestinian. No, we don't see any damage. Nothing.
Buildings leveled as parts
See that?
of Gaza are reduced to rubble.
Of Gaza are reduced to rubble. You see? Now we're seeing rubble. And you see the brothers are standing out there devastated and on and on. We're not seeing a single fucking image of an Israeli anything with any injury or any inconvenience or any rubble building or any fucking thing at all. Show me the fucking evidence.
Overnight, Israel formally declared war on Hamas, setting the stage for a major military operation, stepping up their attack and pushing militants off its soil. A fierce battle in the southern Israeli city of Stirp. This is the aftermath after Hamas fired at least 100 rockets on the border town alone. Israeli security forces finally taking control of what's left of the city's police station. It's believed more than 100 hostages, including women and children, have been taken into Gaza by Hamas.
I hope that's true.
They're defying
I don't
Israel,
believe it.
saying they'll do anything to get them back.
What I can tell you is that we're not going to stop until we exhaust every means possible of doing so. We will not leave any person behind, and we will do anything to make that happen.
And hundreds.
Did you hear him? Did you hear an accent at all? That's a white devil. Straight up. They're all white devils. But you noticed he didn't sound like Guido that we heard in the first interview. I'll just let you hear him again.
Anything to get them back.
What I can tell you is that we're not going to stop until we exhaust every means possible of doing so. We will not leave any person
Possible. That's white, fucking white. That's not from nowhere but white. You feel me? No accent, no, nothing going on there.
behind, and we will do anything to make that happen.
And hundreds of people amassed at the airport, preparing to flee a country with an uncertain future.
Right, let's bring in your correspondent, Edward Godfrey, in Tel Aviv. Edward, good morning to you. Good evening. Where you are, you're learning more from that music festival where several people were taken hostage.
I am Carl, and the details are awful. Do warn that they are quite confronting, but it does. This breaking news does relate to that music festival in Raim in the country's south, where we saw Hamas gunmen descend upon that outdoor
Look at this,
event,
no context.
catching everyone by surprise.
No context. We have no idea what this
And
is.
people running for their lives.
Is this supposed to be the music festival?
There are reports which have come out in the last 10 to 15 minutes that 260 bodies.
But if this is real, it's good. I want to see fucking Israelis running for their fucking life. You understand? Because as long as I've been alive, all I've seen is Palestinians running for their lives and carrying their dead through the street. And Palestinian mothers weeping is not even a good word because their soul is bared with the grief, and the devastation is so profound that you can't even name it. It's too much.
Have been found following that incident. The Jerusalem Post has reported that first, and now several major news organizations are
I hope this is real.
suit. 200.
But you notice they keep looping the same bitches, the same people. We're seeing the same people, dude in the poncho, the bitch with the pink purse. So people get into an SUV, it's the same shit.
60 bodies found, just awful news. That is not far from Gaza, one of the first places hit when this attack began. The casualties continue to climb in addition.
Look, again, cars, just cars. You feel me? More of these wrecked up cars. Apparently, Hamas rockets don't hit shit else but cars. Not understanding.
In addition to that, the Israeli government has said that more than 700 Israelis have been killed in these attacks so far, and there are concerns that that number will rise significantly on its own, just due to the number of people that are still unaccounted for. Around 2,000 people, Israelis, are injured. There's been fierce gunfire again in the country south again today in airstrikes. Dozens of jets have rained down rockets on Gaza. 413 Palestinians have now been killed, and some 2,600 have been injured. This is one of the most serious attacks in decades, and it's prompted flare-ups elsewhere as well. There's been an incident in Egypt where 2 Israelis and a tour guide have been killed, and there's been an exchange of rockets and gunfire between Hezbollah and Israel that's coming from southern Lebanon. The borders are being run very, very tightly. They're being very strict as to who they let in and how many people.
That happens all the time.
Here in Tel Aviv, where we are, it's very, very difficult to get to, and it's quite eerie here this evening walking through the streets. It's very, very quiet. Just a few pockets of people out and about having a look at some of the damage and talking among themselves, but most people staying inside, very fearful of what could happen at any moment. They've heard the explosions, they've heard the sirens, they've had the rockets come in here. Very fearful of what could happen at any moment and what's likely to continue for some time yet. But
all right, move on.
So breaking news there: 260 bodies, I believe, found following that attack on that outdoor music event in the country south.
Just awful, tragic details there from Edward Godfrey in Tel Aviv. Let's turn now to US correspondent Jonathan Kersley, who is at the White House for us. Jono, the US president has pledged his full support to Israel.
His full support to Israel. The bitch can't even spell Israel through changing his diaper, but there he is. Full support to Israel. Israel.
He has. Joe Biden spoke with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today, saying that there is support on the way, and now we know what that support is going to look like. A US carrier strike group consisting of the world's largest aircraft carrier, as well as missile cruisers and missile destroyers, is right now on its way to the eastern Mediterranean to try and shore up and show of support to Israel. America also beefing up.
This is why I say Africa needs to have a nuclear weapon. Every fucking country. All people on Earth who are not white need to have countries need to have nuclear weapons. And all people who are not white must have a huge arsenal of artillery and guns and shit. Because the only thing white people understand is money and violence. That's it. No consideration for the generations of Palestinians. Do you understand there's generations of Palestinians who grew up, and Palestinian kids that are growing up right now who don't know normalcy. Like, their normal is their life is policed. Everything they do is a checkpoint. You know, like, nah, man. You know, but in situations like this, it's important for other countries to have the shit, because whereas they can pledge their full support for Israel, we can say we have our full support for fucking Palestinians, bitch, and we sending aircraft carriers too. What? You feel me? What? It's on. What? This shit is never. Listen, as long as white people exist, there's always problems. Period. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. You have a fucking mixer at your goddamn job or your school or some shit. If one of them shows up, it's a problem. That's it. Just ruined it. Just fucking ruined it. That's it. And so as long as they exist and breathe on the earth and are not exterminated, there'll be problems for the rest of humanity. You take white people out of this, Palestinians are living in peace in Palestine. Do I lie? It's all fine. You see? The moment you have them, you just added savagery and inhumane bullshit.
Up its fighter jet resources in the region. We now know Americans are among the hundreds of people who have been killed in the violence that has flared up over the course of the last 48 hours. And now in New York, the crisis talks are being held at the United Nations Security Council as some of the world's most powerful countries try and somehow find a way to peace in a region that has been difficult to find for hundreds of centuries.
Because all you want to do is lick the ass of these fake, big-nosed, demonic-ass fucking people who need to take their bitch asses back to Poland and Europe and Germany and wherever the fuck they come from. That's it. That's how you end it. You just fucking end it. You know, I remember before Trump became president. That's why I did a video like, where'd this Trump go? This here on the channel. I showed an interview of him where this before he became president, before he was even running. That's the dude. Like, well, where's that dude at? I mention him now because, you know, Wolf Blitzer said, you know, how do you end the war? He goes, you know how you end the war? You declare victory and you leave. That's it. That's it. You declare victory and you leave. That's it. Like, there's no big drama to getting out of fucking Iraq. Just leave. I totally agree with that. That was my own sentiment. Like, you know, we can't just leave because, why, bitch? You went in. You just went in. You can just leave. I mean, I can't.
Here's what Israel's ambassador to the United Nations had to say.
I have seen shocking...
This is Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, so we know he's a fucking liar and a Zionist fuck.
...footage, graphic images...
Of what?
...that will forever be...
Of what? Burned out cars? Because I know you don't have any sympathy with the Palestinians. Those don't mean anything, so I'm sure that's not what we're discussing. So it must be... What did you see? Tell me. Tell me.
...seared in my brain. What we are witnessing are war crimes, blatant, barbaric war crimes.
Am I frozen?
Slaughtering civilians, abusing hostages, taking babies from their mothers. There are no words to describe such savagery.
The West has been adamant in its support of Israel. We have seen protests flare up in a number of cities right around the world. Berlin, New York, and outside here at the White House as well, where Joe Biden has been holed up this morning for briefings with his national security team. Those talks are continuing this afternoon, and President Biden says the support announced today in terms of US Navy ships being sent to the region won't be the last. There will be more support to come for Israel in the days
more support.
Jono, thank you. Meantime, back home, dozens of Palestinian supporters have gathered at a park in Sydney's southwest.
I'm smiling and I'm happy. I'm elated. It's a day of courage.
This is for them what I was trying to express my joy to you when the fucking white devils of France wanted to try to uninstall the coup leader in Niger, and our boy in Burkina Faso said, no, I got they back. And then Mali said, we got they back. And then Guinea said, we got they back. You feel me? A moment of courage. I love the way he said that. That's perfect language. A moment of courage, because that's what it takes. Just like us, I've told you, until we stand up, like police brutality could have been over if we just start slaughtering their bitch asses off. We would have ended police brutality a long fucking time ago. Because when you challenge white people, they run like the rats that they are. I cite for you, the state I live in now used to be an open carry state. It's not because of the Black Panther. California used to be an open carry state. Do you understand? But it's not anymore because the Black Panther were following the fucking LAPD around like we on patrol, bitch. What? We patrolling. And they ran their little stinking rat asses to the governor's office, Reagan, bitched and moaned and cried and complained like the bitch wimps that they are, And suddenly they write a new law overnight, of course, because I always tell you they changed the rules in the middle of the game for us on any fucking thing. Don't ever fucking live by rules if you don't have to, everybody. Every time you get a chance, you run a fucking stop sign in this bitch. You understand? Because the shit is only there to control you and to you know, have sway over your free existence. When your mother popped you out, you had all the freedom that you would ever need in life. And they just start taking from that shit. Don't do it. You understand? But once we offer a challenge, it will be over. They'll run like the scared little rats that they are. Anybody, whether it's the Palestinians, whether it's our African brothers on the continent, whether it's us here fighting fucking police brutality. The moment you offer a violent response, they fucking run like the rats that they are. Period. The end. They depend on violence and tell you it's exactly not the thing to do. That's the sage ingredient, homie. Use it every time you get a fucking chance.
I'm happy. I'm elated. It's a day of courage.
Allahu Akbar.
Today's senior reporter, Jack Hahn, is at the Canberra. Jack, good morning to you. Our foreign minister has spoken out about the rally.
Yeah, that's correct, Carl. This rally that saw scores of people pack outside the Canberra train station. Some came with posters and placards, while others simply cheered and celebrated peacefully. As you mentioned, the Foreign Minister, Penny Wong, has just reacted. Let's listen in.
The targeting of civilians and the taking of hostages is never a cause for celebration.
Yes, it is, bitch. It's called when, because we all know the story of David and Goliath. Are we cheering for Goliath? Because they are. That's what she's about. It is never a reason to cheer. Yes, the fuck it is. When those who have been oppressed by a fucking demon finally get a strike in, we celebrate that shit for at least a month and a half. What? And it was an Asian bitch. You feel me? So you need to really just like be silent at this hour. You feel me?
In the suburb of Camp C here in Western Sydney, Greenacre, I should point out instead, actually, a youth was firing off fireworks into the night sky.
Do you see his hair? You see that little lean forward? He's trying to show his little yarmulke hump. He's not wearing that yarmulke. But it's one of the other little tricks that the fucking Zionists do. You feel me? They try to show up their little yarmulke. They're supposed to get some extra, ooh, you're holy because you're a Jew, and they're not fucking Jews. Do you understand? But the little thing, and then, but I always watch the hair.
Fireworks into the night sky. At times it was swerving onto the wrong side of the road and beeping its horn. The vehicle was reportedly waving the Palestinian flag. Carl.
Jack, thank you.
And the fireworks were the Palestinian flag colors. Allahu Akbar.
To breaking news out of Melbourne now, a tobacco store has gone up in flames in the city's north.
Oh, nobody cares. That's in Melbourne. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's a goddamn tobacco store. Nobody cares at all. I want to move forward. Because we don't know how long we'll be able to move forward. Son, you say, Jedi, there was a big fight between Palestinian people and Israel people in the middle of the street downtown Fort Lauderdale. It was all of the news. I think you meant all over the news. Or it was all of the news. My husband, Don, just told me. Wow. Yeah, because there's a lot of Palestinians here. Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. There's a lot of Palestinians in this country, you know, and there's a lot, as I said a minute ago, there's a lot of people who are understanding that that Israel is some bullshit, and people are waking up and they're supporting the Palestinians. This is not a violent people at all, and they have been provoked to this over decades and generations by these people just marching into their fucking land and saying they run the place. Nah, bitch, I'm gonna fight you to the death. Nah. I want to get to this next piece. Thumbs up, everybody. I got a lot of people that have not thumbs up and need to. So take a moment and thumbs up the stream. Even if you're not going to be in the chat, you still need a thumbs up. If you can't thumbs up, then please go the fuck away. Die off. You and your entire fucking family. Because I'm just over the uncooperation, you know, and it doesn't cost anything. This is why we are in such a state. We won't do the shit that doesn't cost us anything to support each other. How much does it cost your bitch faggot ass to just push a fucking like button? What does that cost you? What? I mean, I'm over it. So, no sympathy for Israel, everybody. No fucking sympathy. No sympathy. And any casualties they have that we've seen no evidence of, for all these people they want to claim have been killed in Israel, we don't have that evidence. I'm sorry. It's not what you say, it's what you could show on anything in life. And we just don't have the evidence. Tommy Tuberville won't lift his military blockade amid Israel-Hamas conflict. I don't want to get distracted, but I'm tempted. But I need to go through this other piece because this one's going to be... Well, I'll see if I can abbreviate it as much as I can. But to set this up for you, this brother is not driving. He's parked in like a shopping, like a convenience store. Here comes the white demon fucking police. There it is. And allegedly, their probable cause is that his windows are too dark. Apparently they have a percentage, and there's some tool, some meter that you can put on a tinted window and tell you what the percentage of the darkness is. I'm not aware of that tool, but apparently it exists. And but how does this go from... Oh, I'm so tempted. Don't do it. Stay focused, Jedi. How does this go from tinted windows to I need to do a fucking rectum search on you? And why I'm bringing this is because it's important for you to see the demeanor of this brother. You know, I cry many a day and night for our people, everybody. I need you to really know that. Because I just wonder, like, I don't know, man. You know? But so many of our people, especially our young males, just don't have the intellectual sophistication or the vocabulary to navigate through a lot of things, and many situations that I see, I know that it's just only by the grace of Allah that whatever took place for them to their benefit took place, because they didn't have the wherewithal to do it on their own. They didn't have it. But it also is a commentary on how disrespect and inhumanity can be made to be normalized for you, much like it is for the Palestinians. That's why I think these two stories go together. All three of these stories that I'm bringing today, quite frankly, go together because they all involve fucking white people oppressing non-fucking white people. It's a common thread. The sadness of this, but how he deals with it. One thing I also learned, you know, I told you guys I worked two plus years in juvenile corrections, and then I did three and a half little better than that, in a men's prison. And many of these brothers have something I just don't have. It's admirable, but it also has a mystical quality to it. It makes me even question my blackness as a male. Like, am I black enough? Do I hold on to enough of my African essence? It, like what I'm about to describe to you. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, I've seen brothers in real life and in videos hold they self through rageful moments. I'm a firecracker. What I think and feel is exactly what I say, speak, and do. I ain't holding shit. And they have that. It's almost like their heartbeat doesn't even change. Is that a negative? Or is it both? A positive and a negative? I don't know. But this brother demonstrates that, like, they just fucking totally disrespected you. Now, we're not going to see the whole thing because it's an hour. So I want to just extremely condense this to, well, maybe I'll begin at, I'll do that. Right here. There's nothing graphic. You don't see anything. So just fuck all that. I'm sick and tired of in this nation where they have viewer discretion. For what, bitch? The whole fucking country is nothing but violence and fucking everything else. But it's all this ooh around the truth. Ooh.
Have you ever had contact with Mr. Marvin?
Yes, yes, I have.
Oh no, we're too far. What is this?
Y'all started grabbing people dick.
Okay, what this is this the whole thing? Wait, this, because there's several versions of this.
Huh? I don't know. Y'all be acting the same way I'm acting with being made from cross. That shit ain't cool at all, man. I ain't never in my life been searched like that.
Because after, oh man, this is not the one. Do I have another one? I have another one, but I don't know where it's at. Because there's one where they're talking to the fucking asshole. He ends up getting fired, but they're playing it and then they're talking to him. So I don't want that. I want just I need the moment of violation, and then I need just the aftermath so you could see how he carries himself. And he's just like, how, brother? How? And so many of these brothers just dismiss whole chapters of shit that would take a lot of word and explanation with. Man, that was some bullshit. Like, that's all you got to say? Because they don't have the language, man. This broke my heart. Well, I'm gonna do my best.
The blade of my hand. So I take the blade out. You stuck your...
This is the asshole. Well, maybe there's value in this too. You can hear him lying and trying to defend himself, and the videos, they're showing the videos so you can see the contradiction. I want you to see the thing, and I'll do the commentary. 128, because it's gonna jump as soon as I bring you in. So go back to 128. 120, fine, I'll take that. Now, set it up for you. So, after the tinted windows wasn't enough for their bitch ass, they searched his car. That's another violation. And you hear them saying they're desperately looking for something. Because he's just decided, even though the brother says I was smoking a black and mild, he claims he smelled weed. They use that shit all the time. I smell the heavy odor of marijuana. Well, then go smell your own ass. Maybe it's your dirty fucking underwear that your wife didn't wash for you. I don't know, you know. But that they use that tired shit. The brother is telling, I didn't, you know, it's no marijuana. I had a black and mild. It's in my door. You can see it. It's nothing. Then they get him out of the car. They say something. They don't smell it in the car, but they smell it on him. That's some bullshit. I drive down the road all the time, and how many times am I behind some motherfucker smoking goddamn it weed, and it comes into my car, and it's in my car for a half hour. I'm over it. Like, I'm glad it's legalized in many places now, so a lot of brothers and sisters don't have to go to jail, but I don't want to smell the shit. Like, I'm fully over it. Because I'm trying to remember when I ever walk past a white person, they smell like fucking weed. I just have not experienced it. But every sister and nigga I gotta pass, that's all the fuck they smell like. Just the fucking, all the weed just goes past you. I'm over it, man. There's more to life than fucking weed, black people. But, so they're playing this game of they smell weed, they smell weed. So this asshole's whole thing is that, well, I've done many searches and they usually hide it under their ball sack or they hide it up their ass. Not true. Now, there's been some drastic situations like of crack rocks and things like that we've heard of back in the day, people swallowing it and things. But come on, man. And even if that was true, how much of a quantity is this motherfucker? He don't got no brick of fucking marijuana that he's shoving up his ass. So is this really the big drug bust that we're looking for? I doubt it. But this is a situation where, again, you have to separate everybody. Just because they say this is law enforcement, you're still a free human being. This is where you go into fight or flight and you stab this motherfucker to death. Or you draw your gat or whatever the fuck you got to do. You're still a person. They don't tell you when you get to be a person when you don't get to be a person. Stop submitting to shit. Fuck that. Bitch, you got a gun, I got a gun. What?
Oh, ask him. Okay. To fight for you to conduct that.
So now, he said to his partner, I just have to see because they're doing the interview shit over this in this version of it. I don't know where the other one is. I know where it is, but just, anyway. I can still make my point.
Search. If it was more than that.
Now he's taking them over to the car to do the search.
How is that? I don't understand.
But hear how Internal Affairs is talking to him. Matter of fact, you should just hear it all because we're not going to hear the hour. Just the critical parts.
Since when have you started grabbing people and invading their property? Nobody trying to do that.
Yeah, this is the one because I don't like that beep shit. Just say the shit. Like, what the fuck? You can't say dick? Like, we had to beep that? Like, again, this is the fucking asshole of evil, everybody. Anything trying to masquerade as being righteous and sterile and trying to be wholesome and shit is a joke to me. You're in a crack house.
That's how we do it out here. Well, he was at 13.
That's what he said to the partner. The partner said, that's how we do it out here. That's why I tell you, there are no good police, everybody. There isn't. There's not a fucking single man or woman, goddammit. It doesn't matter. There are no good police, period the fucking end. That's 100% true.
So, how's the license good? Yeah. Yeah, I don't smell it anymore either, man. You got it all?
Yeah, I don't smell it anymore either.
Oh, yeah. So, we're just going to have to go in there.
We're going to have to go in there.
Hey, well, honest to God.
You see there? But notice this brother. That's why I'm mostly bringing this. They're asshole too, but him's the main one.
Man, that's not 13%. 10. Y'all need it, bro. It is, bro. Oh, it ain't, man. Okay. Listen, your car doesn't really smell like weed anymore. I know it don't. It's a black and mild. Oh, but it don't smell like weed anymore. No, after we took you out and I put you over here, man. I don't even smell like weed, man. I told you that from the get-go. It's a cigar right in my door. Go yourself, man. Go get the cigar yourself, man.
Still think he was still top to white. and I just couldn't feel it, if you really want to know the truth. But I wasn't trying to go any further than I did.
I think you went pretty far in making you aware of that.
Trying to get a good cop off the street, and you guys are entertaining it. At the end of the day, that's what it is.
Well, I have to entertain every complaint. And to be honest with you,
he's just trying to get a good cop off the street, says the fucking violator.
I even told him to go and file a complaint. But if you listen to the video, he consents to whatever I'm going to do. Just get it over with so I can leave.
Yeah, but that was under duress. That's the part I want to get to. That's why I don't want to go through all of this and explain this. I just wanted. Let me find the fucking other video. I can't do this. I mean, there's a time to hear that. This ain't it. You know what I mean? Because I have other shit I need to do, and I don't want to have to commentate on them and him. I just wanted to commentate on the incident itself and the angle that I'm coming at it from. Let's see. Let me come to... Because I knew this was going to happen. And that's why I saved more than one version, because there was another one that this other brother did. I guess he was doing a thing on the video. I don't know what the original, which one is the original. It's all body cam footage. Let's see. That's the one I clicked on. Let's see. I think that's dude right there. I bet it's going to be another one. Well, at least he doesn't talk that much. He stays kind of out of the way.
Times, can't say it enough times.
I'm over everybody think they need a fucking beat. Hip-hop is so tired. It's just slave music, man. It's just, there's nothing about it. This from someone who loves music. Wait, now, where are we at?
Internal Affairs Unit finally loses all patience with The Rock when they realize he hasn't been doing any police work, and that if he gets in front...
President in the room is Officer Rock Contardi.
Oh, I can't. It's that again. Fuck, y'all. Where's the other one? I didn't go back this far. Oh, we'll just look at this one's right here and see if it's in there. No, it's not any of that. Is this it? Yes. No. Don't get happy. Fuck you. I don't want that. I can't even do this.
Sometimes I must preserve the gangster.
I inquired to Mr. Marvin if there was anything illegal inside the vehicle, such as drugs, and he informed me there was not.
We're just going to do this way.
I asked him to step out of the vehicle, at which time I conducted a pat-down.
607.
Eye contact with the driver.
Let's just get to the main point.
Mr. Morgan. I did detect a strong odor. And I wasn't, based on that, because... Search. No, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. I've had stuff there, but I've had arrests where things have been hidden there. I've had arrests where things have been hidden, in that private area in front.
But under the Constitution, you can't go there. That's why they hide it there, because they know you're not supposed to go there. The moment you do, then you're supposed to fucking die, in my book. You feel me?
And that's just based on my experiences as a street level cop.
Okay, that's all fine, but are they just going to play the regular video?
Which is...
Wait.
Approach the car, smell the weed. No officer. Garbage? In a dumpster. Okay. And being straight with me. Making my job a little easier. Right. So I can get those drugs off the street. No, I get it.
In response, the driver, who ended up actually having weed in the car...
There's got to be another way. I don't want to get all these open now and start slowing shit.
I ain't hopping on a track and yelling free all of my...
In a strip mall parking lot, Officer Rock Contardi searches through the victim's underwear, grabbing his private parts before putting on gloves and searching the victim's rectum. To reach in another man's pants and grab his glizzy.
Record and the investigation launched into...
We just got to put with him fucking saying shit, everybody.
Officer Rock Contardi searches through the victim's underwear,
It's
grabbing
this
his
is not how I want to
parts
present
before
this.
putting
Fuck
on
it.
gloves and searching
Turn on the air. I'm hot as fuck.
To reach in another man's pants and grab his glizzy, and to put a hand up his rectum in search of some weed would lead any reasonable person to conclude Rock isn't looking for weed. He's either trying to gaslight the man into wilding out, an understandable response, in order to either put more charges on him, like violently resisting or assaulting a police officer, or so that the Rock has an excuse to do some more violence to him, like real violence, as in grave bodily trauma. Others have posited the theory that Rock was high on crack.
I can't believe this is the very thing that I did my work so that I wouldn't. I had the regular shit. Like, that's it. Oh, maybe I saved it.
May have been the Rock's modus operandus.
I'm looking in the wrong place.
This video into two parts. Part 1 is the traffic stop itself.
On my other
Part
channel.
2 is the audio from an interview in which the Cocoa Police Department's Office of Internal Affairs questions Officer Rock of County, where police
No, they're still talking over it.
officer and someone with a criminal...
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Alright, maybe we'll get a chance to hear it now. Maybe.
They may release that for,
Everybody watching can hear the Rock say...
Shut up.
Or to travel. You lose.
Oh my God, would you shut the fuck up?
no.
Okay, this is the main part.
No, after we... And then back here. And it doesn't smell back here. I want me to go in.
Hey, well, honest to God, too, man, that's not 13%. 10. Y'all need it, bro.
It is, bro.
Oh, it ain't, man.
Listen, your car doesn't really smell like weed anymore.
I know it don't. It's a black and mild. Oh, but it don't smell like weed anymore.
No, after we took you out and I put you over here,
man. I don't even smell like weed, man. I told you that from the get-go. It's a cigar right in my door. But you come grab all the money and talk about it smell like weed, man.
Is it weed flavored?
What you mean? Go hit the cigar yourself, man. Go hit the cigar yourself, man. I ain't nothing in there, man.
You see how he's able to just go somewhere. I don't know, man. This is a study in self-restraint.
Man, just on I'm telling you,
maybe it's ignorance. You're a grown ass man with hair on your face and everything, and some other man is undoing your fucking pants like you're 3. My grandmama used to undo my pants for me so I could pee when I was little. This took me right back to that, you know?
To the 10th place where I got dead, they don't even tell you it's not 13. Yeah, that's amazing. Ain't nothing enough. Probably some change or something. I don't know, man. Now my car don't smell. So what you still searching me for? My car don't smell like weed.
Because you're smelling like weed.
Oh, nah, I smell like weed. How the hell?
You were in your car. I took you out of your car. Your car doesn't smell like weed.
But I smell like weed.
But you smell like weed.
Now he's trying to act like this joke, like your car smells like weed. Like as if we're having some comedy, you know, exchange and shit.
Oh.
Fuck white people.
Back up a little bit.
Oh. What the hell are you doing? So they don't do all this? But my car don't smell like weed, but he's still searching me? What is he doing that nothing up, right?
He's helpless. He's by himself. Y'all allowed to do this, but he's trying to even, like, not even be threatening in his tone and shit. This is when you go get the homies, man. You roll on that entire fucking precinct in that bitch. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Man, listen, man. See what?
Outrageous.
When interviewed by Internal Affairs as part of their investigation, The Rock swears he did not touch the victim's private parts at any point, but we can all see that that's a lie.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why y'all doing shit, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? No, ain't nothing there. Shut your mouth, okay? I gotta search you to make sure there ain't nothing in here. So stop. Exactly. Come on, now. How you like that?
Anything in your ass?
Ain't nothing in there, man. What the fuck wrong with this man, man? I hope your hands smell like ass, too.
See, I mean, the controlled rage this brother is. I mean, wow. Like I used to watch brothers come into the institution. I used to like to be there on transportation day, or either I would switch out with another officer. Like I just, you got brothers coming in that could be your uncle or your father. I'm not fucking strip searching you. Give a fuck. It's just too dehumanizing to see brothers just lined up coming in, and they supposed to just, all right, bend over, lift your sack, open your mouth, do this. I'm not doing that. I don't get no pleasure out of being over anybody. Anybody's ever worked for me. Only way you get fired is you don't just work on your own. Because I have to be telling you shit to do. I don't want you around. I need to be self-motivated. Because I don't get anything out of power. I'm not interested in that at all. You know? So, but I would see how those brothers, and maybe some of them are just institutionalized and it's become normal for them. I get that. But then there's other ones that you just like, where are you finding the restraint? Like, I need to learn that. At that level. I'm in awe of that, man. Look at his face.
Search you to make sure there ain't nothing in here. So stop. Exactly. Come on, now. How you like that?
Anything in your ass?
Ain't nothing in there, man. What the fuck wrong with this man?
He's looking at the other officer, who has some kind of mix-up in him. He ain't totally a white devil. So you don't got shit to say for the brother? You know, I mean... And personally, I think he was turned on by it. I don't know if it's in this clip or not, but in the longer one, there's some evidence that I could present that strongly suggests that this motherfucker was turned on by it all.
Man, I hope your hands smell like ass, too, when you get done.
That's the most he could say. That he found those words, because this is the last thing any black man is going to allow. I don't give a fuck what age we are. It's not happening. You feel me? But he's outnumbered. He's outgunned. He's by himself. This broke my heart, man. On so many levels. I just was like, I cannot. I'm murderous.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Hope your hands smell like straight ass.
That's what.
That's all. That's his humanity.
That's the glove.
Crazy as fuck, man.
Look at his face.
So did you just smoke it? Look at nobody smoke that. You told me I smoked the black and mild, man. Exactly what you smelled in the door.
Not a black and mild.
I ain't gotta argue with you, man. My car don't smell. First, my car smelled like weed, but now it don't.
Yeah, because you're out of it. Do me a favor. Sit down. Sit down. Kick your shoes. Kick your shoes off, kid.
No, man. Take it off. Take them off, man. Take it off.
I love that he did that. You take it off. You said it was sick field mask. You take it off. You take the shoe off. Fuck it.
You gotta ask tight. Okay? Take it off, man. You done dug all in my ass. You dug all in my ass, but you can't take the shoes off. Shit.
Love it.
That don't make no sense. Go ahead, take it off. There you go. I'll take the other one off.
At this point, the Rock
now take the other one off. You see, she's trying to reclaim some of his humanity. You know, this was something, dude.
Most people watching would bet their money does not exist. He is, as they say in the inner city, about individuals who have a certain affliction, on a mission. It's as if he fiending. Even the order seems off.
Alright, shut up, talking.
You said my car smell like weed, now you say it don't. But then you dig all in my ass and grab my dick and shit. How that sound? That don't make no sense.
I'm doing my job.
You ain't doing your job, man. You ain't doing your job, man.
Yeah.
You ain't doing your job, man. You just illegally searched me. That's what you did.
There's no illegal search here. Well, then we'll file a complaint then, okay? Oh, they might entertain it.
And they did entertain it. And they fired his bitch ass.
It's no disrespect, nothing personal.
It is, man. It is.
Stop.
Listen how you claim that shit.
I didn't pull you.
Listen, it don't matter. So why you let the motherfucker who pulled search me then? Exactly. Come on, man. But my car ain't smell like weed. Oh.
This is what I mean. I think that in that moment, you know, because I believe, like, you know, sometimes when people die, I think that, and it's one of my constant prayers that they didn't experience that. No matter how tragic it was, we see the tragedy and we go, oh my God, what is horrible. But maybe they were taken, you know. And because I believe in the mystical, unseen realm, you know, that's real. And I feel like he was even just out of body there, you know, like he just wasn't there, you know.
Yeah, lights, man. Exactly.
Sorry for the inconvenience, man.
Stirp? It's all good, bro.
Like I said, man, it's nothing personal. It's not you, man. It's all these other guys out here, dude, that's all.
It's all good.
Pick them up. Pick them up. Put your belt on.
Nah, you took it loose, didn't you? Shit. Fuck all that, man.
So you gonna walk around with your pants falling off?
I want everybody to see what you did. You took my motherfucking belt.
He said every time he gets a moment to say, he says the right things, man. That took me back to Mamie Till, you know, when they didn't want, and she was like, no, I want the world to see what they did to my son. That immediately thought about Mamie Till when he said that. I want everybody to see what you did to me. He was violated. Not going to do the internal affairs thing today. Maybe I'll do it maybe next time or something. But they really go in on him. There's a little bit of the good old boy thing happening, you could tell. But they were very... they said things that needed to be said, you know.
You can stay right by this car here.
I guess there might be some people over there that are watching, and so he's broadcasting to them. I love it.
Hey, right here. You're not even listening. Wow, you're too close. Come stay right here by me. That's right. We did what we had to do. All right?
Now I'm going to go to the tent place, and I'm going to get a put your meter on. That's what y'all going. Y'all go around here bullet people, put some bullshit ass. See, look how dark your windows are, man. How dark it is. It ain't what your meter
I think I'm in the way.
It ain't what your meter said.
It's moving around a lot, y'all.
You're a professional. You know how dark the windows can be. Put the meter on your tent. How dark is your tent?
After all this, The Rock finds no drugs, and so the cops write the victim a ticket for his tints being too dark. You are allowed to tint your car. However, recent studies conducted by organizations like the Marshall Project or the Southern Poverty Law Center have confirmed what most people already knew. Stopping a driver for dark tints is one of the most common excuses used by cops who have been found guilty of multiple civil rights violations. So black people, if you have dark tints, make sure they are legal. And if you have a testing kit, keep it with you. Even if your tints are too dark...
Okay, we know that. Shut up. Would you just shut the fuck up? I appreciate you, brother, but just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's tip machine, y'all. That shit ain't no goddamn 13. I took to the 10 place and got it done. You think they finna put... I wouldn't even put 13 on there. Fuck all the lights. I got lights. So what would put 13
So what'd you tell them to put on there?
Listen, man.
What did you tell them to put on there? Alright, okay. Because you can't answer the question. You got it good?
Yeah. They big, though. Shit. The whole thing was pointless, man.
And as they tell him in the internal affairs, they're like, this guy can bring a federal lawsuit against you for disrespecting every single one of his rights.
They don't smell like weed.
Whoever you had in there, either you just got up smoking.
It smells like weed. It's a black model. He said it didn't smell like weed. He walked right up to me. Oh, your car doesn't smell like weed now. After you done ran through my shit.
Okay, I thought that was limited.
6610, right? I don't know.
Y'all be acting the same way I'm acting with these days no props. That shit ain't cool at all, man. I ain't never in my life been searched like that, man. Never.
You see, he's hurt. He's still on that. That's the thing he keeps coming back to. I ain't never in my life been searched like that. This was such a violation. Oh, man.
This man stuck his finger in my ass. Never in my life have I been searched like that. Since when do they do that? You tell me. Never in my life, man. You go to prison, they don't even do that shit, man. You go to jail, they don't even search you like that.
Right.
What the fuck get that man the right to do that shit in the street? That ain't cool at all, for real. That was his name again. Ricardo, can you write his name? I need to Google him. I need to look him up.
And this is so good that he was editorializing that because that all got onto the body camera. That's his testimony of how he experienced this. Again, I think Allah just gave him... Notice, every moment that he's saying something, we hear him clearly with no interruption. It's the right thing. It's powerful. It's a few things taking place here, man. I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to share with you.
The front windows, you're at 15%, the front windows are illegal. They gotta be at 25%. Listen, I'm explaining to you the ticket. The front windows have to be 25%. It's at 15%. Your back windows are legal, your front windows are illegal. This is a fix-it ticket. Take care of it within 30 days, go get it fixed. Otherwise, it's like a $160 ticket.
Now, this is the evidentiary piece. Notice, everybody, again, you got to get up early and stay up late to pull shit over on the Jedi. I don't get everything, but I don't know a whole lot of shit get past me. The bastard, the go-along sellout, we'll call him, because I don't know what he is. He could be a Latino. But he ain't white. Brothers know, and women too, like y'all have a way y'all adjust yourself. We got a way we adjust ourselves too. Why is this dude, and remember your man has still got his pants down for the most part. Notice the bastard behind him.
Back windows are legal, your front windows are illegal.
The only person that will show you this is the Jedi. This is why I speak.
This is a fix-it ticket. Take care of it within 30 days.
Watch.
Go get it fixed.
Watch.
Otherwise, it's like a $160 ticket for each window.
You see that? There's a way we adjust when we soft. There's a way we adjust when we ain't soft. That was an unsoft adjustment right there. We'll just see it again. Damn it. And I'll go a little bit before it so it's the line of the thing, the Shearch thing won't be in the way. Watch. Lower left-hand corner, watch.
They gotta be at 25%.
As a non-soft adjustment.
The front windows have to be 25%.
He's standing behind you, boy, with his pants
Your
still
back windows
down.
are legal, your front windows are illegal. This is a fix-it ticket. Take care of it within 30
Watch.
days. Go get it fixed.
Watch.
Otherwise, it's like a $160 ticket for each window. Go get it fixed. Get this signed. Take care of it within 30 days. All right.
You see, he's still on it. That wasn't called for, man. He's still trying to get some type of, can y'all just apologize to me? At least say you sorry. He's not saying those words, but that's, you could tell what his soul is longing for.
He said after he came up to me and said, your car don't smell like weed. And what this man stuck his finger in my ass.
He repeats it again. And then does the gesture. That's profound. He was sexually assaulted. That's what this was. For all the Me Too and all the, this was assault.
His name?
Qatar.
Qatar, what was his first name? I need his first name so I need to Google him. For real.
This is Commander Deval from the Police Department. Today's date is...
Okay, and then it rolls into the first portion of the internal affairs audio, but we're not going to get into that. That's beyond our scope today. Because I want to get to something else. And switch over. Alright. Why am I yawning? I guess I'm tired. Oh, I hope I put it in this one. I think I saved it in my favorites on my other channel. If I did, you can't get to the library from this channel. What you save on this channel is what you have here. You go to the other channel. We're going to see. Alright, I'm not live streaming on this channel, so on this, so let me see. Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. I just happened to glance. I see you, Ray Supreme. Shout out to you, King. Yeah, they fucked us up, man, because we had everybody and their mother in the room. Now you see, but all our stop and start, maybe that was their goal. Bitches. Oh, you can't see. I'm sorry. I'm switched over. Alright, let me do this. First, I'm going to try this. Oh my god. This one pissed me off. This is a lot shorter. We're going to be almost done, everybody, but this just shows yet again the widespread, unprovoked evil of white people. I don't know where this was at. That's not it. But you had a rack of young female gymnasts and I think it's in my other. But white collusion, I always tell you. White evil, white collusion. Because as the bitch is putting the medals on the little girls, they're being photographed by a white photographer as well. And he's like, okay, do this so they can take a picture of them with their medal. So you see she just skipped the only black child standing there. And you don't have shit to say. So he needs to die too. There are no innocent ones. There are none. Let me see if I can be on this account and then be on that account.
I ain't hopping on the track and yelling free.
Just to get the name of it and then switch back. I don't know how this affects my live stream. No. This is newer than that. Oh, man, come on now. It's just a short piece, but you need to see this. I tell you, I never waste your time or mine, everybody. Oh, this is unbelievable. Unavailable videos are hidden. Another city. Okay, I just need. Aha. This will get us there.
Africa.
While I'm looking for this, I remind everybody.
It is in the middle of his revolution, and that scares the West the most. There is a fire in the mountain that make the
no. I want to say thank you to those of you who are and do donate, and the rest of you. The link for our GoFundMe is under the description box. Is in the description box under this video. Please go and put something on it. Do not sit back. I shouldn't have to, it shouldn't have taken this long. I shouldn't have to say this and do it. We just have no unity, everybody, because we don't try to be unified. It's not that we can't, we just won't. So stop people saying we just can't. Black folks just can't. No, we can. We just don't and won't. But go there and you can either go to the GoFundMe. Even if you want to donate on Cash App, I'm cool with that. But I still would love for you to see the video that I produced. Like, I'm showing you the whole thing, what it's all about, why I'm even asking for your precious little coin. It's there. The link for the GoFundMe is underneath every video. Anytime you see me stay up here, the link is always there. And and or you can donate on Cash App. And I used to have my crawl going under my video. I don't know if I've seen it today, but the Cash App is $ the Jedi 1814. The Jedi, that's me. 1814, because I wrote Rhythm Nation. I did that. So it's the Jedi 1814 with the $, no spaces, no caps, whatever. Give what you can, everybody. We strengthen numbers, and we have people that have been making it, giving regular intervals. But you can help build the building too. You understand what I'm telling you? You have something. Everybody has something they can give, no matter what we're talking about at any moment. You always have something, and as I always like to say, if you are watching me, you're on a device. It's not free. So you have at least a monthly bill you're paying, so you got at least $1. At least. You feel me? Even if you want to come out the pocket with something else, you have at least 4 quarters. So let us show some kind of damn unity on something. It just makes me sick when I see frivolous causes or non-causes, or people just showing up on their video and then people just start just donating for no fucking reason at all. At all. Here I have a legitimate cause. Come on now. Alright, go to videos. I'm gonna find it. Just give me a second, y'all. Because I remember the title. Allahu Akbar. Here it is. Because I actually had meant to make this part of my thumbnail. I was going to do a mixed thumbnail. This is my brother. He goes by the name Cool Buzz. You should definitely check out his channel. I just wasn't taken with him when I watched even a single. It's just some people you're just exposed to them. You don't know why you're so taken by them, but you're just taken. I was taken by this brother. He just has a great something about him, something that echoes to me, whatever that is. I love it. Okay, this is the crime of the fucking century.
Before I talk, have a look.
Now, oh fuck, it's gonna jump. Okay, we're at 6 seconds. Now we're at a minute and 3 seconds. Let's go back to 6 seconds. I'm over it. And let me turn off the air. 6 seconds, bitch. 4, 5, 6. Now wait. Look at all the little white bitches out there. Ugly as fuck, by the way. Hold up. Because there's no such thing as a cute demon child. Just does not exist. So sorry. Just haven't found it. Doesn't exist. I want to be careful about enlarging because I don't want to be in the way. I want you to see the full array of these demon girls. Damn it, I gotta wait. I don't know why the delay is so much, man. I need to get perspective. I need to wait for it to enlarge. Damn it. Alright, I'm going to decrease it for now. See this now. She's already given a medal to all these other little demon-ass little girls that look like a damn. She gets to one little black girl and then turns to the little white girl. It ain't like you ain't see her. Wait. We don't really need any volume on this, quite frankly. There's no... We don't need it. You see, they put a question mark in front of the little black girl. And now the photographer, he's in on it. Because now he's photographing all the little girls that have a medal. And you see the little black girls just still standing there. That's when she should start just windmilling on all these motherfuckers. You feel me? That's what we got to teach our children. Then the little white girl whispers something to her. Wait, we're going to see it again. I don't know why it's going so... Why is it dragging? Alright, let me close this. Just in case. Okay, the stream is smooth. Again, they showed it again. And then he's photographing the little girls that have a medal. So she's the only black spot standing there. It's not like she was another white bitch and you didn't know if you medaled a white bitch. It would have been easy to miss one of the little white ass. But she's the only beautiful thing standing there, quite frankly. And she's the only African. And you just went past her. I hate we don't have any more context on this. Like, what was the aftermath? African youths must fight for seize power. Oh, I gotta save that. I don't know why it's dragging so much now, the video. We had no problems. But I'm just trying to say, I don't know where this is even at. I don't know what to assume. Because with sports, you don't know where shit is at. This could be overseas. It could be right here in the asshole of the devil. I don't know where this takes place at. But you see what the bitch did. And then the white photographer doesn't even tap her and say, oh, you missed one. I need to photograph her. Nothing. I hate these people till I die. And into eternity. I had to show you that. And she's still standing there. And again, this is why you got to tell your children that the white man's the devil. Because she's literally standing there wondering, is she a problem? Our kids don't need to go through that. No, it's their white ass. They need to know it's not me, it's their bitch ass. And be confident about that. Like, I never doubted, like, ooh, I wonder if I was good enough. I wasn't good enough. I didn't know. Fuck that. I knew they're the devil because my parents told me that. You understand? And I knew that I didn't have shit else I needed to do. I didn't. Damn it. I am greatness personified. My existence testifies to my greatness. Period. The damn end. I knew I didn't have shit else I needed to do. Not shit else. But I had to show that. And I don't want to go too long on that because of all of our interruptions, our total investment time here today, everybody, has been, I don't want to know. I feel like we're probably at, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I won't know because I don't know what happened to those other ones that we did already. I looked. I didn't see them. Sometimes they're still processing and then I don't know. I'm going to have to go into my YouTube studio and see, if they're hiding in there or something like that. And some of them I'm at, oh, fuck, I said YouTube. And I see you say something, you click on it. That's not what I was trying to do. Okay, well, that's gone anyway. But I might switch back over, though. All right. Refresh this. This will tell you. If it comes up Jedi Africa, you are still switched over, homie. Come on, come on. Show me the icon. Unreal. Everything else is populated. I'm waiting for the fucking icon to come up so I can see what channel it says I'm on. There, it's Jedi Africa. Because I need to go over there for that library. Switch account. Come back to the Jedi. Yeah. So I'll have to do that once we're done. Baba Rashan, I just see you now, brother. As I switch back over. A big shout out to you. J9, a big shout out to you. You say the news stations are treating... I can't see. Is that Israel? Like the victims. That's all they do. That's why I was saying earlier, J9, I don't know if you were here. Don't watch any American media. Don't. Damn it, don't. Because all they do is lick the fucking ass of Israel. Don't do it. Go and find independent media online outside of this country to see what the truth is or the closest thing to it. Never watch American media, especially if it has something to do with this fake ass, this illegal ass heist called Israel. You go on. Simone Biles, I think you mean, reached out to that little brown girl. Oh man, alhamdulillah. So there is more to the story then. Again, I don't have any context. I don't know anything. I saw that, and that's all I knew. Another shout out to you, Elder Baba Rashan. Son, that was so evil what that white demon did to that beautiful child. Yeah. You know, and she'll be... If she doesn't have the right information, she could be stained by that. We can't allow this. One thing that I practice in my everyday life, I don't care how little they are or how old they are, especially when I see chocolate girls, I go out of my way to compliment them and use the advantage of my being a complete stranger and being a man. You are so beautiful. Wow. Really give it to them, you know. And I mean it, but, you know, but do it. And, because, like, there's just, I mean, these people will make you think up is down and in is out. There's not a better looking people, certainly not a more variety than us on this fucking planet. And there's some beautiful people. Like, Arabs are beautiful people. I find them to be, the men and the women are beautiful, pretty people. The men are pretty. They make me sick. They never have to edge any of this up. It just fucking grows in a straight line and it's perfect. And it's perfect. They can grow a beard like this. It's nothing. You know, they have the nice little skin and the eyelashes and all that. They're pretty. But this is how Allah has made them. And Latinos and well, you can't really just, because there's so many beautiful people on the earth. But I'm saying, but that in the variety of African people. But least attractive on the earth is fucking white people of any age, of any stripe. I mean, that's real, but they've changed. They've seduced humanity into believing that they are the standard. You know, I even saw a video where somebody was showing, and I don't think this was, I don't know who produced the video. They were showing that their hair is literally the fur of a dog. It's the same thing. That's what's growing out of their head is fur. That's what it is. It's fur. You know. I don't remember how old I was when I first saw a black man with real hair on his chest. That was like, what? Because I thought that was only white men and just non-black people, you know. But certainly that's something that belonged to white people. And hairy forearms. You know, I remember some of my teachers you know, my principals, they come out. I just remember the hairy fucking forearm. That was just like new to me and new, like, what? You know, I wasn't ready. Yeah, man. But that little girl needs to understand your light is so bright, and they are a weak, feckless, and untalented people. Your greatness is so insulting to them that they don't even want to acknowledge you standing there. Because that would be the truth. It's not just pumping her up. Just tell the fucking truth. So, Cheryl, I see you back, Queen, as I'm landing. Because I think we've got probably 5 hours in now, y'all, between from the time I started and those of you who were here through the sound bullshit when I thought I was having a great launch. And, you know, that didn't happen because then 5 or 10 minutes in, we realized that you couldn't hear me. You know, then it was all, oh, man. Then the crashing and it's just, whatever. Yeah, you have to watch the playback. But you were here earlier, though, Cheryl. Earlier on. In fact, I feel like you were one of the first people that I read. You know. Make sure I didn't miss somebody. And also a lot of the new people showed up, too. That was also, you know. And now we're not showing that now. It'll show in the replays of the other sessions that we've done today. And I want to end where I began. I want to say again to all the new subscribers to both channels, I welcome you. And just know that you currently don't know, you've never known, and you will know no one else like me. I don't need to prove that. You'll know that as you continue to watch me, and you'll know that to be a true statement. I'm very aware of who I am, very aware, you know, and I don't over bombard my audience with a bunch of videos. As I say, I speak when I'm inspired or when I feel like I have something to say or impart or something that needs to be said that I feel like won't otherwise get said or shown or talked about or pointed out or whatever. And that's what I have sought to do in this piece today. So, inshallah, I've done that. And I wanted to do this before time went on. Remember, the other channel is just Jedi Africa. I also find searches are more effective if you put in Jedi Africa channel. Like when people say they can't find this channel, the Jedi, I would say put in the Jedi channel. Because even when I search my own channel, I'll put in the Jedi channel and I'm the first thing in the search. So Jedi Africa, and there's a picture of me there instead of an icon. It's an actual picture. I've been pleased to see that people have listened and moved over there to that channel. You need to do that. I've said it. I'm going to say it. And that's all I can do. We will be together. In fact, that's what I'm about to say next. That will be our next sitting, everybody. We'll be on Jedi Africa because I need to impart to you where I'm at on my return to the Gambia. And try to flesh out for you and bring you into my world so you can understand where I'm at, you know. So hopefully the universe will give me the effective communication to be able to do that. But we will be together in our next sitting on Jedi Africa. And I'm hoping that's going to be sooner than later. It will be this week. Yeah. Yeah. I know, Cheryl. I know. You're a ride or die. So, tomorrow's the holiday named after the colonizer, Christopher Columbus. I didn't know that, and now I'm going to vomit the rest of the evening. Thank you, Cheryl. Should I take more ibuprofen for that headache? All of this shit is causing you to try to get a good night's sleep, bro. I'm doing a lot of yawning, so maybe I'm going to sleep well tonight, inshallah. Yeah. To my moderators and to my constant ride or dies, I appreciate you guys. You know, I know a lot of times when I'm bitching and you know, all those things, I say it, but I don't say it. I could say it more often. You know, it's just know I ain't talking to you. You know, only a hit dog hollers. You know, so. I do appreciate you guys. I do. So, I think I'm gonna say goodnight, everybody, because it's 10 o'clock on the East Coast now. So, and it's not Friday or Saturday. Tomorrow is Monday. People have lives. I have yawns. So, we give thanks that we were able to be together today. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Open up your eyes. Be bold. But most of all, be willing to be bold when you stand for righteousness. That's the key. That's the key. You do that, and everything else goes perfect for you. You just stand on what's right. That's what's carried me and carries me in life. OBS is currently active. Okay, accidentally clicked on something. My bad. Don't start shit. I'm landing. So we'll be together soon, everybody. Until then, I love you all. That's why I do what I do. And I'll see you soon. This is the Jedi. Go and donate, everybody. Go and donate. Cash App or